Okay, I introduce myself. My name is Henrik Pätzke, and I'm coming from Sweden. And I'm having this exhibition now in Producibility. And I have written some things for all of you. So Henrik Pätzke was my name. Was the name I was given when I was born. I am living in Sweden, but my thoughts has always gone past our Swedish borders. And welcome on my way. This is the way I prefer to work with art. Childhood, youth. When I was a child, I was brought up in different cultures. We lived in Sweden, and we also have relatives in Berlin. This time, the Berlin Wall was dividing the city. In my thoughts, there was something going on, like I had divided thoughts. It was not just the wall, but the wall made me think about different life forms and cultures. There are always alternatives how you could live. In every situation in life, I have to think in different ways. Which way people have to think, have to live, or would live. Are we following rules? Are we following somebody's thoughts, or our own thoughts? I wanted to start my own way in how I could live the best out of me. I started in Montessori preschool, where I could respond with my personality. After 6 years in Montessori school, I studied 4 years in ordinary school. This time the body develops, but my body developed in the wrong direction. I collapsed and was unconscious in 4 months. It was an unusual blood disease called homocystinuria. After treatment, I get through my last teenage years. And how do I want to go on with my life? I like to create and set up new ways of living life. More possibilities gives more ideas. I don't like to follow the best way. I test strange ways to get the knowledge in how I could do. I have to go further. I want to explore new ways to continue in life. I have my body to relate to. I also relate to different lives around me. I couldn't just take my own life as it is. Maybe because my life is like a struggle, my art has the same way to battle. It is important to listen to recommendations. You always have to think in which way you would go on if you don't want to wait to see what's available. I have to test my own possibilities. I take things that I see and choose between them. I need different components. I put them together to see how it works together. I also like when there are clashes or collisions in art. I also draw a lot to get the knowledge what I'm drawing and how I could go on further. To follow my own thoughts is like go through goals. I have a dream to always come further and to learn something about my action. People's reaction on my art get me inspired. It's like conversation to communicate without words. I wouldn't explain everything of my life, give a manual over myself. In some situations, I have to explain things that people I don't know understand why I do it my way. Sometimes I look upon myself as a toy, needing new batteries and energy. I have to live in a structured way in life that every day has the function. And maybe some people want to hear about other people's mess, that they don't feel alone with their own mess. We don't always have the ability to wait or to take others into consideration. We have to learn, take account of ourselves in relation to others. The simple and nice can even make me tired and dull. Where is the energy I need? We are only human beings, nothing else. It's hard for some people to interpret and to relate to my act of folly. It isn't negative. Everything is already well adapted and correct around us. Why should I do as they want? Maybe they just will be bored when I do that. I don't care about what people say or think towards me. People live with their own possibilities. Everybody lives their own way. We haven't got the same hair color, length, or the same pattern of life. Why should we have the same parameters? Our bodies are all different. Why should everybody do the same? The non-existing in my art is most important. What exists is already there. Now I am proud of the way of myself. When I studied, a company asked us to paint the wall where they had meetings. They wanted me to paint the whole wall. They wanted my daring thoughts. And I like to follow the most unexpected ways. Some friends say that my life is like a struggle, like a demanded life. That could be right, but I haven't got any other opportunities to survive. I also have a source of inspiration, like Francis Bacon, visit to other countries, England, Great Britain, Scotland, and different cities. Every culture has their own way. When I started, we started as a group at an exhibition in Rotterdam, and we should have our own rooms. And then I thought about tents, first place. And I thought about Indians, and Eskimos, Inuits, and Sami people, how they live. And they can go away to new places and set up their new camps. And I like that. And I have to, when I don't want to have an ordinary room, then I take the room that I have, parts of me, or other people that I have contact with.
It's at the top. I think it's just...